Hello, how you doing? Right, today I'm just gonna show you my basically straight off the stones. So I use my 3 little strops that I made a while ago, little oak strops basically. 1 micron, half a micron, quarter of a micron. And I just do a few laps on each, just tiny little kind of like, you know, V strokes. Let's try and, so it's kind of like that, V strokes. It's just to try and get like the micro bevels off of them and, well, just give them a little polish basically off the stones. I think it's definitely improved my edges, let's put it that way, so it's definitely worth doing. Off the stones today we've got this lovely little, it's not actually that little, but it's a Gotta 120 made by quite a famous Solingen make. I've got, I forget what it's called now, so I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but the company that made these made, I think it was like the second razor that I got honed properly, and to this day it's just a great razor. Whenever I get it out I'm always amazed at how good it is, and it's the same kind of shape as this, probably not as fine as this because these are super fine as it says on the old etching, but these are outstanding shavers. If you ever get a good gutter, you get it honed right and everything, you're in for a good shave, man, because even though they're super fine they deal with any beards. And this one is called, well, it's called the Electric Razor, made in Germany, Crown Imperial Special Hollow Ground on the etching. I can't figure out who's made this, so I don't know, but what I do know is it's good steel, good grind, stabiliserless, and yeah, it's been nice anyway. Right, and because I've spoke about this strop a few times, I thought, well, I might as well just show you it all. So it says genuine horsehide, Foxall, it's obviously vintage. It's got a really fine, this has been washed by the way, like this basically come to me nearly nos. It's like a really fine linen or flax, whatever it is, but whatever it is, it's quite fine for like the canvas kind of side. And this horse side is super fast. There's no drag, super fast. Always give it a bit of a back of the hand job, warm it up a bit, you know, get any sort of dust particles off it or anything. So let's give it a whirl. So this is straight off the stone, straight off of my little strops. And what I do is, basically, I keep this strop downstairs. It's normally hung higher than this, so little paws can't get to it. But long and short of it, I like it because it's narrow, which means you've got you're forced to do X strokes. So it's practicing for the stones as well, rolling X strokes and whatnot. And it means by the time it gets upstairs, meaning shaving places, it means it's no chance of having any kind of diamond compound. Like I always use diamonds, so any compounds on it basically. And obviously this side, the linen side, I'll be cleaning it for the horse side, so the leather side. So this isn't the shell horse, this is just normal horse, I think, because if it's shell it normally always says shell because it was a selling point and still is. And just flip it over. I use the back of the spine to straighten it up, nice and taut. Just move a bit. There you go. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's kind of singing a bit, that razor. I do move it sort of back and forth on the old strop a bit. Make sure I'm getting the heel to the toe. Like I said, it's a really fast strop this is. Near zero drag. First time I got it, it was a bit felt a bit sort of strange and everything, but it's really conditioned well, and it's got this lovely kind of marbling to it. Hardly any pressure. Do it nice and slow. I'm doing that. That's enough on that one. Let's have a go on the old electric. This is still a thin hollow grind, especially for a vintage razor, but not as thin. Hardly anything's as thin as them. Got a 120 superfines. They are, I think, sort of beyond Philly territory. They really are. Can you hear that? It's sort of singing a bit on the old linen. When I do that, it's just because I'm correcting how I like it there. So I like it like that, not completely straight most of the time. And that's what I'm doing when I'm doing that. I'm basically correcting the handle, how it feels in my hand, how it interacts with my palm. You know, if you've got a nice stiff pivot joint, it helps with that. If it's really loose, you might see me do it more. This one's quite sort of in the middle. It's not loose at all. Now when you start out stropping, minimal pressure, and I mean minimal, so you're nearly feathering it. Get your action, get your muscle memory. Think about it when you're not doing it. You know, if you travel anywhere where you're not driving, or you know, bus, anything, just sit there thinking about stropping, what you're doing, backwards, forwards, heel to toe, backwards, forwards, and just picture it in your mind. And then when you get stropping, you'll be better at it. You're creating neuron paths even though you're not doing it. Let's do the old leather side. It's not slapping down or anything. I'm probably moving like the other way before the edge is actually touching. I'm glad I just didn't catch it, because there's always a bit of a chance of doing that when you're trying to talk and do it, because it's not something I can normally do. Just trying to show the marbling. Little tiny nick down here. Really lovely finish on it. All I've done is washed it and then just used like a, well, I've got it right here actually. It's just like a, well, it's a beeswax shoes polish. Tea tree, eucalyptus oil. It's just off of eBay, some dude who's got bees and he makes it. I'll put it on all my boots and everything. But yes, you know, give it the old back of the hand every time before you use it, afterwards, and it just helps condition the leather. It helps keep it supple even. Right, that's it. Short little video. Ta-da!